Good morning, happy Thursday, everyone. It is Thursday morning. I have an NFL pick to make. I have to talk about the Masked Singer last night, which is one of the reasons for my high. But I do have a low and high note of kindness to talk about, so let us begin. I have to say I rather don't know what my... Well, actually, I can tell you what my low is. I slept in. I didn't mean to sleep in. I didn't want to sleep in, but I totally slept in. So, I'm basically a little late doing this video. I didn't want to be, but there you go. Again, my high, the Masked Singer. Also, for dinner, my folks and I went to the Elbow Room for wings. The best wings in all of the 607. In fact, needless, I've talked ad nauseum about the Elbow Room many times, so I'm not going to bore you here. I can always just keep it simple after I do the low high act of kindness. And my act of kindness was, I did some stuff for my grandma yesterday. Did that. I also held the door for a couple of people. So, yeah, it was a pretty low-key day, all things considered. But the great thing about Wednesday is at this time of year, Wednesday is when things start picking up, and we got the Masked Singer. But before I do that, I said I wasn't going to talk ad nauseam about Elbow Room, so I'll just say this. Elbow Room is awesome. That's really all I need to say. Okay, so, actually, let's do the NFL pick first. Let me get my notes out real fast. There we go. Okay, if I recall correctly, it should be the Bears and the Panthers playing today. Okay, so Bears versus Panthers. You know what? I think I'll pick the Panthers to win. I think Chicago really is trying to tank for the season. Meanwhile, the Panthers are actually trying to do well. Man, this is a tough one. Both teams are very good. Personally, I would hate not to get any of these wrong, but with my luck, that's usually how it is. So, I think I'll lock in Carolina. Yeah, Carolina is my pick for the day. Okay, so, yeah, I'm picking the Carolina Panthers over the Chicago Bears. Okay, now, let's get into the Masked Singer because a few things happened last night. For one thing, it's the Group C premiere. Means, well, technically 5 new costumes are performing in Group C, but only 4 performed yesterday. Next week, the last costume, which is going to be a wild card. That'll be the final costume of the season. And then we can get underway with, after next week's episode, we can get into, the semifinals for each group. Or would you call it the quarterfinals? Let's see. Right, I'm trying to read over my notes, see what I'm supposed to go over. I'm sorry. Okay. So, the theme of the episode was One Hit Wonders Night. For those who don't know what a one-hit wonder is, it's basically a really popular and catchy song that came out during its time, whatever time that may be. It became really popular, it was really catchy, everyone loved the song, everyone remembers the song. However, it's the only hit that said band or singer or artist came out with that was really, really, really famous. Some of the greatest examples ever would be Who Let the Dogs Out by the Baha Men. The Safety Dance by Men Without Hats. Those are one-hit wonders. Yeah, we can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. Okay, I'll stop that. Although, full disclosure, you can always dance if you want to. You sure as hell can leave your friends behind. Anyway, so, hearing some of these songs is fun. It is. Because I do like these songs. But again, they're one-hit wonders. It's a real shame that, people that do one-hit wonders aren't known for anything else. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I mean, some bands, even though they've only had one hit, they have their share of diehard fans. Like, I just mentioned the Baja Men a second ago, who Let the Dogs Out. Yeah, it's their one-hit wonder. But I could argue that a better song was Accident, which for some reason isn't on iTunes. I really like that song. Like, you must have insurance for this one. I love that song, dude. Oh, man. Especially, I remember when they were promoting that song for the Wild Thornberrys movie. Oh, dude, that song was awesome. That song kicked ass. But speaking of songs that kick ass, let's start with the first new contestant, which was The Donut. Now, some songs I knew were famous. I had no idea they were one-hit wonders. He did Hooked on a Feeling by Blue Sweet, which, if you don't know that song, actually, my first exposure to the song was, believe it or not, the Comedy Central roast of David Hasselhoff, when David Hasselhoff actually walked in singing that song. It was great. Like, hooga, 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 chaka, hooga, 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 chaka, hooga, 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 chaka, hooga, 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 chaka. I can't stop this feeling. Actually, it's Fight This Feeling. Darn it, I can't believe I screwed up the lyrics. I don't think I should ever be on the show. Don't forget the lyrics. Anyway, Donut was great. And then, the Hibiscus showed up, which, okay, it's very clear which costumes were dudes and which costumes were not dudes. And, Hibiscus was clearly a woman. And she did It's Raining Men by the Weather Girls. Like, fun fact about It's Raining Men, that might just be like the official theme song for Pride Month. I do know a lot of gay people love that song. So, she was good. Everybody was good, but it was very clear that, yeah, Hibiscus is going to SmackDown. For sure. Because, like, It's Raining Men needs to be sung in, like, a loud, booming, sort of exciting voice, and whoever the Hibiscus was, before she was a mess, like, yeah, if you can't tell, she lost last night. She sang okay, but, like, It's Raining Men was clearly not the song for her. After her was the Anteater, who did Walking in Memphis by Mara Cohn. Anteater was really great. Spoiler alert, he actually got to go to the SmackDown, which blew my mind. I thought the Anteater might have been the best singer of the night, and yet he got to go. Honestly, it's one of those situations where, well, we need two people to go to the SmackDown. And I guess Anteater's costume, while creative, still leaves a lot to be desired. Okay, we'll throw in the Anteater, why not? And then finally, the Candelabra did One Thing by Amory, I think that's how I pronounce it, which Candelabra was absolutely stunning. Like, oh my God. I thought it was a very good performance. But again, I mentioned that Anteater and Hibiscus had to go to the SmackDown round, and they did Hey Mickey by Tony Basil. Hey Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind, Mickey. Like that song. Again, these one-hit wonders are just darn catchy songs. That's why they're called one-hit wonders. Well, that plus the band didn't really do anything famous after making said song. But again, that's just how a one-hit wonder works. alas, again, someone had to get a mask, and it turns out it had to be the hibiscus, and it turned out to be Luann de Lesseps, which, okay, okay, I don't know who she is, but I'm looking at my notes on her right now, and, okay, it's pretty obvious I'm not a Real Housewives fan of, how many Real Housewives series are there? There's, Atlanta, New York City. Yeah, I'm gonna quickly look this up, hold on. Okay, Real Housewives franchise. Okay, so Real Housewives of Orange County. It's even famous as Real Housewives of Dubai, Real Housewives of Athens, Real Housewives of Cheshire, Real Housewives of New York City, I just mentioned that, Real Housewives of Atlanta, New Jersey, DC, Beverly Hills, Miami, Potomac, Dallas. So, how many? Salt Lake City? 11 installments of the franchise. And there are some internationally too. I mean, what is it about the Real Housewives franchise that people find so appealing? I don't know. Well, I do know some things. I mean, let's be real here. I may not be a fan of those shows. I may not pay attention to any of those shows. But I do know that the vast majority of all the women on those shows are absolutely beautiful. And therefore, yeah, okay, we'll watch a show about beautiful women who also happen to be moms or housewives. Why not? Although, I think I figured out why the Real Housewives franchise didn't really interest me. I mean, yeah, by all accounts, those women are beautiful. But they're married. And maybe it's just the old-fashioned guy in me, but I never want to pursue anyone or date anyone who is already married. Full disclosure, I don't think I ever shared the story before. But my senior year of high school, there was this one girl I did ask to prom, but it turns out she was already married. She was a senior in high school just like me. She was already married, which I didn't know you could actually do that before you grow. Oh, I guess apparently you can do that in upstate New York. I don't know. No, she's a nice person. Really. Don't worry. Everything's cool. In my defense, a lot of that's on me. Because at the time, I had no idea I'm supposed to look at the left hand for a ring. In my defense, I didn't really see a ring. I did not get a good enough to look at her left hand to know if there was a ring on it. I didn't see it. I couldn't tell if the guy put a ring on it. You know what I mean? But, she was married. So, I did not have a date for senior prom. Better move on before I start making myself cry. Okay, so, right. Luann de Lesseps. She was on The Masked Singer. She was the hibiscus. She was fun. And, just because she was a great sport, after being unmasked, she performed her own original song called Money Can't Buy You Class, which is a good song. I need to listen to it better. But, yeah, it was a great episode. It was fun listening to all these, one-hit wonders again. Don't get me wrong, there is a whole lot of other one-hit wonders out there, and there is certainly a lot of, bands that, in some ways, just having a one-hit wonder is almost worse than never getting discovered. Because, you've got that success, but for whatever reason, it seems as if, you can't get it again. I mean, listen, it takes a very special kind of talent to keep up that level of success for years and years and years, over and over and over again. That's why you have bands like the Rolling Stones, or bands that will always stand the test of time, like the Beatles or the Doors. Or why you have famous artists like Jay-Z and Beyonce. And you know what, while she's famous right now, Taylor Swift or Katy Perry. Like, don't get me wrong, those people are fun, but there's a special sort of warmth that comes from hearing a one-hit wonder that makes you think, man, I really wish, like, they did more. Actually, I just realized, another one-hit wonder, Jump Around by Sir Mix-a-Lot, which, seriously, if there was ever a song that was like the theme song for the 90s, it's Jump Around by Sir Mix-a-Lot. I want to sing it so bad, but I think I've already done enough to risk myself getting copyrighted, so I'll stop the video here. I hope you like this video. If you like and subscribe, you have on social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video for all you guys watching. Joe for name. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And remember, if you guys want to talk to me, we'll be lending you the right. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.